Nice move in here for the past 2 weeks on the SPY. Today we closed at 554.54, but after market, obviously off of the big earnings news from Meta and things like that, we had that nice push from Nvidia and AMD, and everything is up currently right now. So going forward, where we're going to open at tomorrow, it's kind of yet to be seen because everything's trading at 557 right now. So we're up around $3 from where we close. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly where we're going to open tomorrow, how far we're going to gap up, what's going to happen as far as what we're going to be prepared to trade tomorrow. We're going to just gap up big and go. We're going to gap up and then you get that nice big pullback in the morning and then a little consolidation and let everything cool off a little bit. That's going to kind of be the question in here. But where do our levels actually stand up now against that 557? Well, and they're kind of still the same, right? So we don't have to worry about anything too much in here on the weekly chart as far as kind of long term. 577, we're sitting right on this 550 range. That's a nice hold in here for the week. So basically, we opened up right at 550 for the week. A nice hold in here. Perfect. That's good to go as far as a nice support that is kind of confirmed in here. Below that 550, we're going to be looking at this 524, but it looks like we are confirming this hold in here so far on the spiders. Now, on your daily chart, your RSI has been a little bit neutral here for the past week or so, but that's nothing to kind of worry about, especially when you have these big news earnings catalysts that are kind of pushing the market higher and higher. The question tomorrow is the market going to be able to drag along these other stocks that pushed it higher today, right? So if Nvidia, Meta, AMD, Amazon, if they're all exhausting themselves tonight, tomorrow, are they going to cool off? Everybody's going to take gains, and can the overall market still climb higher while those cool off? That's going to be the question. Can they drag them along with it? That is going to be key in here for us tomorrow. But since we are currently at 557, right, we don't have to worry about this gap fill anymore here on the daily. Confirmed, that's a gap fill in here. And then above that, we're going to be looking at this 200 SMA in here on the daily, 573. That's going to be a key level for us before we get to that 577. So it's going to be interesting to see where this 200 SMA kind of ends up tomorrow as far as gapping, because that is going to be key for us, because for whatever reason we could not breach that back in late March here. So we can see we kind of wrapped around it, confirmed a nice hold of it here for one day, and then the next day just a big red day in here. So that is going to be key for us as we kind of climb higher and gap. But the good news is gap fill here on the daily, so you don't have to worry about that. If you go back in here to your supports, we mentioned that 550. Below that, the 9-day EMA here on the daily. That is going to be a good, nice place for footing here in case we do just have a big dip here in the morning. Again, everybody starts taking gains off that 557 that we're currently trading at tonight. They take gains. It breaches below 550. We could get saved here by that 9-day EMA. Again, if we go back to their 30-minute chart, you can see exactly what happened in here as far as that nice rip here after hours. You can see we're currently trading up here. Basically, we're sitting right at 558 currently. So we're keep on climbing higher and higher in here after market. So it's pretty strong up here. So we can pretty much confirm that gap fill on the daily. But I don't think we're going to be closing. I don't think we're going to be opening tomorrow where we closed, right? I think that we're going to be about $2 off of it, if not more. So all in all, pretty decent day in here. Nice recovery, basically. That's the moral of the story in here. Just a big dip. Everybody kind of took their gains off this morning, and then everybody got long again and said, hey, you know what? Let's go for a ride again. And it looks like we're just going to pump this thing higher. So we'll see how high we gap up tomorrow. Can this market keep pushing higher and not have to worry about all the stocks that just kind of overexhausted themselves tonight? That is going to be the main key in here. Again, what are we looking at? 550, 577 daily chart. We're looking at this 200 SMA in here below the 550 and 9-day EMA on the daily chart. Might be some footing for us. If not, 524, 525 area is going to be a big support in here if everything just falls apart. All right, guys, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.